Good morning. You may sit, please. I am Bobby Berkowitz, and it is my great pleasure to serve as your dean. On behalf of our faculty, our students, and the alumni of Columbia University School of Nursing, I welcome you to your commencement. I arrived at Columbia. Yes. I arrived at Columbia University School of Nursing nearly 3 years ago, and it is daunting to think that our first class of nurses graduated on May 15th, 1894. It's a long time ago, and that's a very long and rich history and tradition of excellence. So this event, your graduation, fills me with such excitement and hope. Being a fairly new dean, each experience provides a new opportunity for reflection, and that goes double for graduation. I look at all of you, and I feel a great sense of pride and expectation as you prepare to take your places within the healthcare system and use your expertise to strengthen our society. Your success is a reflection of your intellect, your passion for nursing, and the quality of the education that you have received. I would first like to acknowledge your family and friends who have supported you on your way to Columbia and sustained you while you are here. Second, I would like to express my respect and admiration for our nursing faculty. Who have helped you prepare you to enter the profession as clinicians, scholars, educators, and leaders. When you began your journey, we, your faculty, reflected your future. Now, you will become ours. It is my great pleasure to introduce you to Dean Lee Goldman. As you know, the School of Nursing is a member of the faculties of the Columbia University Medical Center, and we are privileged to have Dr. Goldman here today, who is the Executive Vice President of the Columbia University Medical Center and the Dean of the College of Physicians and Surgeons.
Bobby, thank you. 3 years, and that's a small part of the history of the school since 1894, but all of you are examples, along with the faculty, of how vibrant and wonderful a School of Nursing this is. So Dean Berkowitz, Executive Director Curley, distinguished faculty, today's graduates, and family and friends of the class of 2013. It's really my privilege to join you here today as you celebrate the completion of your current training here at this great School of Nursing, and to welcome you, graduates, as colleagues in the healthcare profession. Now, I say current training because, although it may not seem that way right now today, this is just the beginning of a lifelong journey. We all know that healthcare changes rapidly. The way we were taught certainly isn't the way you were taught, and the way you're being taught today, though it's up to date and current, is not going to be adequate for the way practice of nursing and healthcare evolves and improves over the next decades. Now, I can't say for sure whether you'll be back here for more degrees, more graduations, more graduation presents, but I can say that this is the beginning, not the end, of a journey in healthcare. Let me also say it's always a pleasure for me to be here at the nursing graduation for another reason. This kicks off 7 graduations here at Columbia University Medical Center in the next several days. But I've always thought it's really symbolic that we begin with the School of Nursing. Because in healthcare, there's no one more than nurses who's there at the beginning, who's really the person around whom so much healthcare revolves. So on behalf of everyone at Columbia, everyone here at Columbia University Medical Center, congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Goldman. Now it is my pleasure to introduce you to our awardee of the Second Century Award for Excellence in Healthcare. This award was initially established as a Centennial Award. It was later renamed to reflect the school's second century of educating nurses. Since 1991, we have presented this award to individuals who portray excellence in advancing the health and well-being of all of our citizens. This year, the award goes to Darlene Curley. Darlene has led the Jonas Center for Nursing Excellence as Executive Director since 2009. She has brought extensive experience as a clinician, an educator, a business executive, and health policy leader to this position. Founded by Barbara and Donald Jonas, the center advances the nursing profession through grants to support nursing scholarship, leadership, and innovation. Ms. Curley served 2 terms in the Maine House of Representatives, where she became known as one of the legislature's foremost expert on health policy issues. During her tenure, she was appointed to the Health Committee of the National Conference of State Legislatures, where she worked with legislators nationwide to lower health care costs, decrease the price of prescription drugs, and improve access to high-quality health care. She also served on the state's Long-Term Care Oversight Committee, which oversees programs and policies of the Department of Human Services as they pertain to long-term care and adults with disabilities and the elderly. Prior to her election to the House of Representatives, Ms. Curley was founder and CEO of a home health and medical staffing business, Community Home Care Incorporated. She has served on the faculty of the University of Southern Maine and was Director for Strategic Planning for HealthSound Corporation Advantage Health, one of the largest healthcare companies in the U.S. Please join me in honoring Darlene Curley with the Second Century Award for Excellence in Healthcare.
Good morning, and thank you, Dean Berkowitz and Dr. Goldman, the outstanding faculty at Columbia, and the entire Columbia School of Nursing family, which includes everyone in this room. It's such an honor to receive the Second Century Award and share this important day with each of you and your families and your friends. And I feel so proud and fortunate to be a nurse. I mean, it's work that really matters. What else could you ask for? It's important yesterday, it's important today, and it's going to be more important tomorrow. But the Second Century Award is really a reminder to me of all of the patients and my colleagues that have been part of my life and continue to be part of my life because I was blessed to choose a career in nursing. Scientific inquiry, the nursing process, and clinical practice have provided an excellent foundation for many of the career settings that I have been able to participate in. Public health nursing in the tenements in Baltimore, head nurse on a medical surgical unit, founder and CEO of a home care company with 100 employees in rural Maine from the Canadian border to the coast, and I also confess I've made a couple of home visits on a snowmobile. Done strategic planning, faculty, serving in the Maine State Legislature, and now in philanthropy. I'm blessed to work with Barbara and Donald Jonas as they support scholars all over the country, including 10 at Columbia University. This is not a career pathway that I had planned. My father used to say to me, "This is really great, Darlene, but can't you hold a job?" He didn't understand the wonderful opportunities that would present themselves as a nurse in healthcare, and I like to fix things. But I love commencement and graduation ceremonies because it speaks to the timeline of all of our lives. Whether you're 24 or 104, there are important markers on our timeline. And today, this is one of them for you. Some of our markers are sad and even tragic. Others are happy and joyous. And today, we're happy. Today's a reboot, 2.0, an upgrade, a launch. And I think nursing is the it career. It's the right career at the right time, and you have all made a wonderful choice. When friends and colleagues tell me their son or daughter is interested in a career in nursing because they're a people person, I always say, well, that's nice, but what's their GPA? Are they a top science student? Can they function well under pressure? Are they technologically savvy? Have they had a leadership position? Are they an excellent writer, communicator? Nursing is a science degree. It's an applied science, applied with caring and compassion for the human condition. You're so fortunate to be part of Columbia University and the School of Nursing. Its core mission, leadership, practice, and research with a focus on quality and innovation. What makes Columbia truly unique is they're a national and international treasure in turning knowledge into practice and policy. It's one thing to have a good idea and to do research. Columbia goes that extra step, and all of you will too, applying it to real-life problems. Advocacy is an important part of my career, and it really is the communication process that turns an idea into practice. And I thought I'd share a few examples of advocacy that I was privileged to be part of in the Maine State Legislature. We had 4 nurses serving in the legislature, and we were very well balanced. We had 2 Republicans, 2 Democrats, 2 males, 2 females, 2 members in the House, 2 members in the Senate. We didn't agree on everything, to be sure. But we did agree that we had a common goal, and we wanted our state to be healthier, and we found a way to build collaboration and partnerships with nursing leading the way. I'll share a list of a few successes. First, we expanded scope of practice for nurse practitioners. We reviewed all legislation that was pending for its positive or negative impact on the health status of our state and the healthcare budget. We had a blue ribbon panel on Medicaid. Fighting about Medicaid, whether it was a good thing or a bad thing, was totally inadequate. We wanted to know how many patients there were, what kinds of services they needed, where did they live, how could we do a better job? We studied statewide workforce shortages and allocated funding to underserved geographic areas. We supported adult education for people who wanted to have a career in nursing. We had a nursing student day in the legislature, and they saw everything, policy and politics, head on. We stopped cuts to our safety net of services for our most vulnerable patients in the state. And we created an interdisciplinary workforce forum that's now in statute. Nurses lead this charge, and they make recommendations to the governor and the entire legislature on workforce needs and patient care problems and solutions. There are so many healthcare challenges in our city, country, and world today, but I like to call them opportunities, and they're waiting for you. 1/3 of all US adults are obese, and it's causing heart disease, diabetes, and cancer. Columbia nurses are part of the solution. 10 million patients a year come home from the hospital with an infection they didn't have when they went there. Columbia nurses, again, are part of the solution. 20% of our veterans returning from Iraq and Afghanistan suffer from post-traumatic stress and traumatic brain injury, and we need Columbia nurses to assist them. We have 32 million uninsured Americans who will have access to health insurance in 2014. We need Columbia nurses to provide that care. And every day it seems we hear of another tragedy or disaster: Hurricane Sandy, a metro train accident in Connecticut, tornadoes, floods. All of us, all of you, will assist. We don't know when we'll be called on, but you'll be ready. The future requires us to provide high-quality health care to more people at a lower cost. Nurses are key to reaching that goal, and you are the future. We're counting on you. And with the Columbia University School of Nursing Education, you will lead the way, and you will change the world. Congratulations.
Well, thank you, Darlene. So now it is my great pleasure to introduce you to two of our faculty award winners. The first one is the Dean's Distinguished Scholarship Award. The Dean's Distinguished Scholarship Award is given to a faculty member who contributes to nursing scholarship and who is actively engaged in mentoring the next generation of nurse researchers. This year, we are delighted to honor Arlene Smaldone with this award. Dr. Smaldone is Associate Professor of Clinical Nursing and an Assistant Dean for Research and Scholarship. Her research focuses on chronic health conditions in childhood, with a particular emphasis on children and families with diabetes and the use of technology in diabetes care and education. In recognition of her expertise, Dr. Smaldone was elected into the New York Academy of Medicine in 2010, and she currently serves as a member of its evidence-based care working group. Dr. Smaldone was recently appointed Assistant Dean of Scholarship and Research after serving as co-director of the school's PhD program. In recognition of her teaching excellence, she was elected a Fellow of the Columbia University Medical Center's Glenda Garvey Teaching Academy in 2007. Today, we honor Arlene for her research contributions, her engagement in countless professional activities, and her dedication to teaching and mentoring students. Please join me in congratulating her. The Dorothy H. and Thomas L. O'Neill Distinguished Faculty Award. This award is given to a faculty member who demonstrates expertise in clinical practice and who contributes to the school's mission by educating and mentoring future generations of expert nurse clinicians. This year, we are delighted to honor Penny Bushman. Penny Bushman is Assistant Professor of Clinical Nursing and a clinical specialist in child and adolescent psychiatric and mental health nursing. Next year, she will mark her 50th anniversary at Columbia University Medical Center and the School of Nursing. Penny is the co-author of the book, A Child Dies, A Portrait of Family Grief, and has made child death and family grief the focus of her clinical and scholarly work. In recognition of her contributions to nursing, she was inducted into the American Academy of Nursing in 1994, and she received the Claire Lucille Pace Humanitarian Award in 1999. Today, we honor Penny for her leadership in helping children and their families cope with death and dying, and her record of accomplishment as a clinical expert, writer, and teacher. Please join me again in congratulating Penny. Now, many of you know the next person I'm going to introduce. Roxana Sassi earned her master's and doctoral degree at Columbia very recently. As a doctoral student, she served as a teaching assistant for the nurse anesthesia program, and in her first year after receiving her DNP degree, Roxana remained at the school as an assistant clinical professor of nursing. Currently, she works as a nurse anesthetist at the Roger Williams Medical Center in Providence, Rhode Island. Dr. Sassi is a long-standing director of the school's Alumni Association, serving for president as 2 terms. Roxana frequently returns to the School of Nursing as an Alumni Association volunteer and guest lecturer. She also serves as associate editor for Clinical Scholars Review, the Journal of Doctoral Nursing Practice. She was honored with the first Distinguished Young Alumni Award for the School of Nursing in 2000, and tomorrow she will receive the 2013 Columbia University Alumni Medalist Award. One of 13 School of Nursing alumni thus far to receive this very distinguished honor. Dr. Sassi.
Thank you, Dean Berkowitz, Dr. Goldman, new graduates, alums, faculty, family, friends, and did I leave anybody else? I don't think so. It is an honor to stand here and offer up my congratulations on behalf of the Columbia University School of Nursing Alumni Association. You are going to join the ranks of almost 12,000 alumni who have graduated from this school, and it is an enormous pleasure to welcome you all to the Columbia Nursing alumni community. Each of you is part of the school's rich history and impressive tradition of nurse anesthesia. But not only are you part of the Columbia Nursing Alumni Association, but you will also be a member of the Columbia University Alumni Association, referred to as the CAA or the CAW. This is a vast network of over 300,000 alumni that have attended Columbia University and graduated, and they're located worldwide. Your job as an alum is going to be very easy. I ask that you, in the years ahead, return to the campus for a reunion, for new student welcome events, and for other programs and lectures that let you connect with alumni, students, and faculty. I did, and I'm going to give you a few examples. Dr. Smaldone, when I was in the DNP program, I became her first TA. It was my first job as a TA for Dr. Smaldone when she was teaching health policy. Thank you, Dr. Smaldone. You laid the foundation for me to understand what's coming ahead in the healthcare arena that we are going to be part of. I hope that many of you will serve as volunteers at the school and stay engaged with other nursing alumni. You will find it rewarding and enriching. I did. Sometimes I could only give of my time, but when I gave my time, I got back tenfold more than I anticipated. I asked you to stay in touch with the Alumni Relations Office and let them know how they can serve you. Keep your program representatives informed about your new jobs, your publications, your professional accomplishments, and your personal milestones for inclusion in the program notes and the academic nurse. Not only will you receive the academic nurse, but you will also be receiving the Columbia University magazine. So in your spare time, read them both. On my way down from Providence yesterday, because of the train accident, I had to take the megabus. And I had to occupy my time, so I opened my smartphone, and there was the e-newsletter from the Columbia University School of Nursing. And our many featured authors were there on my screen. Several of them stand out. Dean Berkowitz wrote a wonderful article on nursing education and healthcare. Recently, the Wall Street Journal had mentioned nursing education and its impact on healthcare. Please take the time, open up your technology devices, and read this wonderful article. The e-newsletter also showcased other deserving guests. One of them is Pat Moreland, a graduate of this school, who is building infrastructure for healthcare needs in Rwanda. Another alum and a friend of mine is Deanna Tolman. We were in the DNP program together and graduated in 2011, excuse me. One of our assignments was to construct and execute a business plan that we would use in our practice. Deanna couldn't come up with a title, so she asked her classmates to help her. We decided the best one for her would be head-to-toe healthcare. She uses this business model daily in her practice in Colorado, delivering affordable healthcare to her patients. So she's not only the healthcare provider, she's the administrator, she's the secretary, she collects the bills, and she's made a wonderful little model that I think you all should take an interest in. And also, please join me each year in giving something to the school's annual fund as a show of support for future students who will follow in your path. I did, and I do. Sometimes I couldn't give anything. Sometimes I could only give $10 a month. What I gave, though, was my time. I would volunteer to come down and help out at the school. I would take a day off from work. I found that was my gift to the school to repay back all that the school has given to me. Just Saturday, when I left the gym, I rarely wear a Columbia University School of Nursing t-shirt out of the house, but I didn't have time to go back and change my clothes before I went food shopping. I went into a little small Whole Foods store around the corner from my house, picked up my few groceries, put them on the counter. To the same woman who is always the cashier, she looked at my t-shirt and she said, "Do you know somebody who goes to Columbia University School of Nursing?" I said, I did. Why? And so she said, "What is your name?" And I told her. And she said, "I am so excited. My daughter has an appointment very soon in the nurse anesthesia program." So without saying anything but giving a little smile, I said, when I come back next week, I'm going to ask you how the interview went. So wherever you go in your life, on your journey through nursing, you are going to meet people who you will make a difference to. Please take that advantage. As I look out at the sea of blue robes and white coats, I am immensely proud to call myself a Columbia Nursing alumni, and I congratulate you all again on this wonderful occasion. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sasse. So now I would like to invite Dr. Judy Honig to the podium for the student awards.
It's my pleasure to award the student awards for the year 2013. The Teresa Marcos Jansen Award is presented to a graduating pediatric or neonatal nurse practitioner who exhibits compassion, competence, and strong family and patient advocacy. And we are going to honor Erin Catherine Hanna. come up. Thank you so much. The Mary Dickey Lindsay Award is given to a nurse midwifery or women's health nurse practitioner graduate who best exemplifies a dedication to individualized, culturally sensitive, comprehensive care for women and their families. And we have two awardees this year from the midwifery program, Anna Letterman, and from the women's health program, Ashley Kimberly Springer. Will you both come up? The Anne Penland Award is presented to an outstanding graduate of the nurse anesthesia or acute care nurse practitioner program who best exemplifies qualities of academic excellence, clinical proficiency, and empathy for patients. Again, we have two, hold your applause, from the anesthesia program, Kayla Beerworth, and from the acute care program, Stephanie Ann McGowan. The CAPNA, Columbia Advanced Practice Nurse Associate Award, is presented to a distinguished graduate of the adult, family, or geriatric primary care programs who best exemplifies academic excellence, commitment to the provision of highest quality primary care, and maintenance of access to care for all vulnerable populations. Again, we have two winners. Hold your applause. Sue Jung Kim for the Adult Geri Nurse Practitioner Program, and Jennifer Barrett Yarrow for the Family Nurse Practitioner Program. Only one. Congratulations. Are you Jennifer? The Mary Simpsons Award is presented to the graduate who demonstrates compassion and devotion to mental health needs of patients. We're honoring Veronica Vogt from the psych program. Congratulations. Did I say your name right? The Faculty Award for Professional Excellence in a Subspecialty is given to a student who best exemplifies professional competence, capacity for leadership, and compassion for patients. We have two awardees this year. For the Oncology Subspecialty, Anna Kristen Carlson, and for the Addictive Behaviors Subspecialty, Jill Michelle First. The The Alpha Zeta Chapter of Sigma Theta Tau, the International Honor Society for Nursing, honors the graduating student who best exemplifies the principles of Sigma Theta Tau: leadership, scholarship, and community service. And the awardee is Mara Burney. And finally, the Alumni Association Award is presented to a graduate who has demonstrated active commitment to developing and maintaining alumni support for the school. And the awardee is Julie Schnurr. I'm really pleased to announce our student speaker, Melissa Kramps. Melissa Kramps is a Doctor of Nursing graduate of 2013. She began her career as a critical care nurse and was honored with the Eileen Gong Wiener Award for Most Compassionate Care. She graduated from Columbia University School of Nursing in 2004 with her Master's of Science in Adult and Geriatric Health Care with a subspecialty in oncology. She was recognized with the Kapner Award at graduation. Dr. Kramps is an assistant professor of was an assistant professor of clinical nursing and served as the program director for the Gerontological Nurse Practitioner Program. She has worked as a nurse practitioner on the Geriatric Consultation Service at New York Presbyterian Hospital and at Columbia Advanced Practice Nurse Associates. Dr. Kramps' current position is as a nurse practitioner in the Memory Disorders Program at Weill Cornell Medical Center. Please come up.
Thank you, Dr. Honig. Good morning, everyone. When people ask me what I do, I'm often met with the response, "Geriatrics? Isn't it depressing working with old people?" As a nurse, no matter what specialty, we've all encountered people who don't understand why we've chosen this profession, why we decided to combine caring and responsibility and make it our life's work. When I was graduating from nursing school, I was inspired by this poem by Melody Chenevert. The words have retained their meaning despite the changing roles I've had in my career. Being a nurse means you will never be bored. You will always be frustrated. So much to do and so little time. You will step into people's lives and you will make a difference. Some will bless you, some will curse you. You will see people at their worst and at their best. You will never cease to be amazed at people's capacity for love, courage, and endurance. You will see life begin and end. You will experience resounding triumphs and devastating failures. You will cry a lot, you will laugh a lot, you will know what it is to be human and to be humane. We have endured years of education, some of us having worked in other careers first, to become nurse scholars. We have suffered through the redesign of courseworks, been squeezed into small classrooms, and tediously logged our clinical hours into Typhon so that we may sit here today. So as we gather in our lab coats, our caps and gowns, we are posed with the question, what next? Some of us have a clear picture as to what we want to do. Many of us are open to any possibility that may present. And others are already doing what they want to do, but can now do it even better having had additional education. What is certain is that we are entering this next phase with the skills necessary to succeed. It is not feasible for Columbia to prepare us for every possible role we might fill. Instead, our education teaches us the basics of what we need to know and gives us the skills necessary to help ourselves learn what we need to know once we move on. Intellectual curiosity and problem-solving proficiency are distinct to Columbia School of Nursing graduates. As nurses, we have the innate ability to connect with people and adapt to our environment. Skills that are valuable whether you are attending a home birth or administering first aid in a disaster relief zone. As Columbia-trained nurses, we are capable of working autonomously. However, we enjoy working as a team, recognizing that other people have talents to contribute. One of the prides of being a nurse is the ability to wear many hats confidently and to multitask. Last week, in my practice as a memory disorders specialist, in a 1-hour visit dedicated to making the diagnosis of Alzheimer's disease, I made suggestions regarding a more user-friendly glucose meter, counseled on the dangers of taking too much zinc, advised on calorie-dense food, referred the patient to a senior citizen lunch program, and arranged for a next-day appointment with a urologist. In that 1 hour, I served the roles of nurse practitioner, diabetes educator, RN, dietitian, social worker, and transitions coordinator. This is why we love our work. As we become more comfortable and proficient in our roles, our patients and colleagues recognize our unique capabilities. I am honored to have had the experience of working at Columbia Advanced Practice Nurse Associates, the School of Nursing's independent primary care practice. The patients who come to CAPNA believe our quality of care is equivalent to that of their former physician, if not even better. Routinely, I would hear a patient say, "I have never been examined so thoroughly," or, "No one has ever taken this much time with me." With the impending silver tsunami and expanding access to health care, the public will have the experience of being cared for by advanced practice nurses. We face a monumental opportunity to show the country that nurses are intelligent, capable, dedicated professionals with the skills necessary to deliver safe, cost-effective care. Once patients encounter a clinician who demonstrates an interest in their physical and mental health, who sees them not as a disease, but as a person who has a disease, they will realize they are dealing with a unique entity. They are being dealt for or cared for by an expert nurse. As Columbia students, we have become accustomed to being extremely busy, juggling schoolwork, clinical hours, and home responsibilities. As both a student and a former professor, I am well acquainted with the goal of getting an A. The drive for excellence will now transition from the classroom to the workplace. The reward will not be a letter grade, but a letter from a patient thanking you for easing their fears as they underwent anesthesia for the first time, or for making a diagnosis someone else missed. Margaret Thatcher might have had nurses in mind when she said, "Look at a day when you are supremely satisfied at the end. It's not a day when you lounge around doing nothing. It's a day you've had everything to do and you've done it. Today is a proud and satisfying day. Congratulations, class of 2013.
Thank you, Dr. Kramps. And now for what you have all come here today for, the presentation of our graduates. We are going to begin with our doctoral degrees, and Dr. Smaldone will present the PhD graduates, and Dr. Doyle Linwood will present the DNP graduates.
Good morning. It's my pleasure to present the PhD candidates for 2013. Dr. Chanel Nelson. Dr. Nelson's sponsor is Dr. Patricia Stone. Hooding Dr. Nelson today will be Dr. Jinjing Shang. Dr. Joki Nanga. Dr. Nanga's sponsor, Dr. Mary Byrne. Yes. Dr. Annie Jill Rohan. Dr. Rohan's sponsor, Dr. Mary Byrne. Dr. Young Ji Lee. Dr. Lee's sponsor, Dr. Suzanne Bakken, and I have the pleasure of hooding Dr. Lee.
Okay. I'm pleased to present the Doctor of Nursing Practice graduates, starting with Dr. Carolyn Corcoran, sponsor Dr. Dawn Bucher. Dr. Mary Lynn Dunn, sponsor Dr. Dawn Bucher. Dr. Maria Corsaro sponsors Dr. Laura Zeidenstein and Dr. Rebecca Rupp. Dr. Nada Farhat, sponsor Dr. Yao. Dr. Dorothy Ferraro, hooded by Dr. Jan Smolowitz. Dr. Elizabeth Ann Kelleher, hooded by Dr. Jan Smolowitz. Dr. Melissa Ann Cramps, sponsor, Dr. Jan Smolowitz. Dr. Shelley Hannah Fox, sponsor, Dr. Maria Evangelista. Dr. Nicole Marie Haluba, sponsor, Dr. Rita Marie John. Dr. Kristen Massingham, hooded by Dr. Judy Honig. Dr. Anastasia Okoniewski, hooded by Dr. Judy Honig. Dr. Sonia Lopez Moriarty, sponsor, Dr. Ella Ayers. Dr. Julie Schnur, sponsor, Dr. Mary Huang. Dr. Idongaset Udo, hooded by Dr. Laura Artizone. Dr. Evangeline Valoria, hooded by Dr. Laura Artizone. Dr. Sunmi Yu, hooded by Dr. Laura Artizone. Okay. Dr. Ganel Jean-Pierre, sponsored by me. Okay, and that's it. Thank you.
Now Dr. Judy Honig will present the Master of Science degrees.
Will the faculty for the acute care nurse practitioner please rise? Program director come forward. I'll present the graduates of the acute care nurse practitioner program. First, Mara Burney. Alice Chan. Katrina Duncan. Lizbeth Keller. Christina Kordesh. Stephanie McGowan. Joanne Moy. Yuri Nam. Stella Wugorn. Natalia Vigolotti. Christina Wheelwright. Will the adult geriatric nurse practitioner program faculty please stand and the program director come forward? Janica Barnett. Rachel Drole. Debbie Dubensky. Shaveen Green. Meredith Groff. Adina Kropp. Ines Stefania Mancia. Laura Pacella. Julie Park. Rebecca Thomas. Marta Yapez. Annie Yu. Will the faculty for the family nurse practitioner please rise and the program director come forward? Melissa Amiconi. Sarah Armstrong. Sabrina Brem. Primorosa Cardenas. Anna Brew Carlson. Catherine Cherry. Michael Dominy. Amy Angela Erickson. Laura Fife. Morgan Hatchett. Lauren Lasko. Mi-Kyung Lee. April Marie Logan. Henry Wynn. Jessica Orlansky. Nina Park. Melissa Raditz. Melissa Russell. Elspeth Survey. Jessica Silverstein. Julie Stanifer. Shoshana Rachel Ungar. Jennifer Yarrow. Stephen Yates. Will the faculty for the neonatal nurse practitioner please stand up and program director come forward to congratulate the graduates? Gina Ferraro. Jillian Gallagher. Lily Erna Hubschman. Sarah Jenkins. Bené Johnson. Kelly McMillan. Danielle Never. Will the faculty for the nurse anesthesia program please rise, and will the program director come forward? Wendy Augard. Heather Angus. Lauren Baker. Kaylee Beerworth. Moises Buchanan. Rosemary Cardarelli. Jenny Chung. Kristen Sarah Deladoni. Mikal Gaffner. Thomas Jefferson Hembry. William Edward Higgins. Natalie Hines. Kiri Ann Halbert. Xiumin Hu. Stephanie Jackno. Lena Kung. Jacqueline Lewinsky. Catherine Lohatsky. Jennifer Ing. Suma Parvanathnathy. Oren Sky Petranker. Lisa Reinherz. Jessica Sheehy. Tiffany Tran. James Villanato. Nadi. Lisa Galinga. Rachel Wood. Yiming Chang. Will the faculty for the nurse midwifery please stand up, and will the program director come forward? Chelsea Cochran. Rachel Cooper. Melody Korn. Cara Del Nogara. Allison DeLuca. Monica Franz. Lillian Funk. Anna Letterman. Allison Letwith. Rathbun McDonald. Cassie Green O'Hara. Corey Shattenkirk. Faculty for the pediatric nurse practitioner, please stand up, and program director come forward. Christian Campbell. Brian Ford Cunningham. Danielle Sophia Gorlick. Erin Hanna. Lauren Horton. Courtney Kibble. Alexa Ross Knorr. Shannon Moore. Kaylin Nelson. Taylor Pecora Sape. Elizabeth Rosal. Tiffany Sanchez. Dina Schnall. Melissa Nicole Schoenfeld. Tracy Takash. Kimberly Virtue. Megan Wang. Christine Young. Alice Yu. Will the faculty for the psychiatric mental health program stand up and the program director come forward? Brian Michael Burns. Victoria Doyle. Jennifer Goldstein. Christina Elena Hollingsworth. Crystal Kim. Rebecca Castobolas. Kristen Leinung. Yatha Subgir Cajun. Veronica Fote. Will the faculty for the Women's Health Nurse Practitioner stand up and the program director come forward? Evelyn Addo Wallace. Gabriella Bourne. Catherine Cooperstein. Lauren Greenbaum. Jessica McWalters. Michelle Moglia. Tamara Pollock. Ashley Springer. Arlette Suarez. Amber Tabor. Jessica Lane Weiss. Sarah Elizabeth Yurtis. Let's give a round for all of the master's graduates.
Dr. Desjardins will present our graduates in the white coat ceremony.
First, I would like to give a warm welcome to the students, parents, partners, and friends, and thank you for your support this past year. Graduates, you have a good reason to feel both proud and nervous. You've worked so hard to get here and have done so well. Before we start the white coat ceremony, I would like to personally thank an extraordinary group of individuals who met with me on a bi-weekly basis in support of the program. Will the members of the Student Advisory Committee please stand up and be recognized as I call your names? Rachel Allen, Brittany Cronick, Simone LePage, Jessica Momberg, Nika Raouf, Brittany Torkey, Isabel Washburn, and Rebecca Weiss. Thank you very much. Every year, the faculty of the ETP program chooses a student who we feel demonstrates the attributes of a Columbia nurse. Would the following student please come up to the podium and accept the 2013 Distinguished Entry to Practice Nurse Graduate Award? Isabel Washburn. As you put on your white coat today, I hope you view it as a tangible reminder of the partnership you will make with every patient you treat. And remember that your heart is as important as the skills you have learned this year. On behalf of the faculty and myself, I wish you the very best in your future careers and welcome you to the profession of nursing. Now we will proceed with the white coat ceremony. Nicole Adonizo, Denny Alarcon, Rachel Allen, Caroline Almy, Alfredo Axtmeyer, Erica Belgard, Michelle Burnaby, Rachel Bartuzzi, Tara Dillon, Allison Beto, Akusa Boateng, Carissa Ann Borton, Laura Bradley, Michaela Brady Lederer, Christine Brewer, Alyssa Brody, Gabrielle Brooks Harris, Melinda Brown, Samantha Brown Stonebreaker, Shulamit Brunswick, Anna Margarita Buna, Danielle Calostro, Jane Jira Chiaset, Elaine Chan, Christine Chang, Connie Chen, Erica Chen, Carrie Chevrier, Gina Shalakas, Mamie Shao Choi, Erin O'Neill Coughlin, Michelle Conklin, Hannah Conlin, Ann Cooper, Paul Ensom Coyne, Carolyn Brooke Crawford, Danielle Crocher. Nicole Diamore. Sylvia Delgado. Michelle Dermenberger. Angela DeLaura. Rebecca Dover. Emily Elias. Taylor Ealing. Tara Erickson. Melissa Evangelista. Caitlin Flynn. Emily Frank. Joyce Friedman. Koli Gangopadhyay. Deborah Goodman. Odile Grizar. Genesis Grujon. Christina Griti. Martin Guerin. Natalie Halliday. Marnelli Hamilton. Pratisha Harrington. Lucille Huang. Hannah Jacobson. Sam Jaquish. Parisa Javid. Shoshana Jensen. Michaela Jones. Jillian Jordan. Kendra Joseph Rogers. Lauren E. Kennedy. Claire Kiefer. Angela Kim. Hanarang Kim. Chris Kepke. Carolyn Porfiatis. Annette Kosharowski. Elena Kresh. Jeanette Cruz. Brittany Cronick. Dawn Perez. Abimbola Lanian. Jennifer Lazarus. Nicole Lee. Darcy Gray Leon. Simone LePay. Erica Lockhart. Anthony Lutz. Ryan Maleknia. Sherilyn Rebecca Mark. Asha Matthews. Kaylin Malloy. Jessica Momberg. Melissa Morrison. Akini Moses. Bradley Nelson. Carrie Elizabeth Neiman. Melissa O'Brien. Yael Ofer. Michael Oliver de la Torre. Morgan Oyola. Francis Paley. Casey Palmer. Tracy Ann Papathakis. Elizabeth Pastina. Nika Rebecca Raouf. Anna Rappaport. Alicia Resnick. Natalia Ritchie. Laura Rufo. Allison Sander. Mika Schmitz. Claire Schwagel. Joseph Saratello. Shilpa Shah. Kay Shang. Courtney Shelley. Sanaz Sunny Soroush. Julie Spencer. Heidi Swan. Sija Tam. Lucia Francesca Tanaka. Catherine Tanner, Mary Tang. Brian Neil Thomason. Meredith Thompson. Brittany Torkey. Grace True. Tiffany Sang. Laura Valente. Alexandra Van Wert. Chloe Van Enken. Anne Walkish. Catherine Walsh. Jacqueline Wanderman. Michael Wei Wong. Dakota Ward. Isabel Washburn. Nora Weber. Rebecca Weiss. Casey Welk. Sarah Wolk. Sarah Wyansky. Jessica Yang. Jill Yastashak. Caroline Yee. Diana Ying. Angela Young. Charlene Young. Lindsay Zamarripa. Shirley Zhao. And Carrie Zundell.
Congratulations to all of you. This concludes our ceremony. The best is yet to come, the reception next door. stop for a glass and a little bit of snacks and mingle and say hi to us, and we'll see most of you in a couple of days. So if you could if the guests could just stay and let the graduates exit, we'll see you all next door. Thank you very much.